right, guys, I just got on Sailor Piece and they just updated. So in today's video, we are going to buy the brand new items that are in the shop. All right, there's I think the atomic item is the sword is not new. The strongest Shinobi, I'm pretty sure that's new. And this Abyssal Empress, I'm pretty sure that's new as well. But we're going to be using everything in this pack right here that costs 3,000 Robux. All right, so if you guys are watching this video, subscribe right now because I've never even played this game like that until today. And I'm spending 3,000 Robux for you guys. So let's get 3,000 likes on today's video. But anyways, we just bought that stuff. And guys, this game is literally bigger than block shoots right now, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, let's just open all these things real quick. So we just opened the Empress atomic sword. We opened the strongest Shinobi. And let's just see what these things do. Like, let's equip it and let's just see how strong it is. But let's find out if it's actually worth it in today's video. Because guys, I spent my Robux so you guys don't have to. So we have a few things that we got to test out. We have to test out this Abyssal Empress sword. And guys, I literally just bought this Solo Hunter sword right here. And it used to be 2 daggers. They updated it. Now it's 1 dagger. I got scammed. I literally got scammed. And then, what they did, they added a brand new sword called the Shadow Monarch, which has 2 instead now. That's crazy, bro. I literally got scammed. RIP my Robux in the chat. But anyways, we need to try out this atomic sword and the Abyssal Empress sword as well. And we also need to equip that strongest Shinobi. I'm not sure if that's new, and I don't even know what that thing is because I'm very new to this game, guys. So yeah, if you guys have any tips or tricks, please let me know in the comment sections. But how do I? Oh, it's my melee weapon. So melee is strongest Shinobi now. Is this thing gonna be good? I want to see what the build. Oh, look it. This is what the abilities. Oh, wait, is it Madara? Guys, these are what the M1s look like. All right, this is 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, 4 click, and it's a firebomb. Oh my God, it's a firebomb. So that means since it's a firebomb, it's a strongest Shinobi, which means it's from the Uchiha clan. All right, possibly. I think it's Madara. All right, let's test out this. Oh, that was crazy. That was actually crazy. Let's do this ability. Oh my God. All right. That ability was kind of crazy too. All right. Let's do this ability. It's Madara. It's Madara, bruh. It's Madara. Oh my God. Is this planetary devastation? Planetary devastation. They added Madara into this game, bro. There's no way. Yo, that was insane. Well, guys, that was the strongest Shinobi, but we need to test out the atomic sword and also that other sword that we bought, which was the Abyssal Empress. All right, and guys, we're also gonna switch our stats around so we can make everything stronger because yeah, our stats are completely messed up. But this is the oh my God, yo. Guys, if you guys don't know, Eminence in the Shadow is my favorite anime. It's literally one of my favorite animes. So this sword is so drippy to me. All right, but anyways, that was the first ability. This is the second ability. Oh my God, that was actually fire. All right, this is the C ability. And I'm pretty sure, oh, it's so clean, bro. What the freak? All right, but now we have the V ability. And I'm pretty sure this is about to be insane, guys. This is gonna be the, I am a, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, what's the range on that? All right, we killed the final boss. I think that's the only thing that we killed. All right, is there any more abilities? All right, I'm pretty sure that's all the abilities. All right, but guys, don't forget, we're gonna test out all these weapons against different enemies and bosses inside this game. And also, we need to put like stats in the Shinobi to see how much damage it does as well. But anyways, now we're moving on to the Abyssal Empress sword. All right, so we have this sword. I don't know what anime this is from. Please let me know if you know, but let's test it out. Oh crap, is this Ichigo's sword? What the freak? Yo, what anime is this from? I need to watch that. Oh my God, bro, this sword's crazy. All right, and this is the awakening, the ultimate, I mean. All right, that ultimate was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That ultimate is insane. That ultimate might be better than the atomic sword. All right, I want to see what sword do you guys think does more damage? So let's go to our quest island so we can find out like who we do good damage to. And also, I've seen that they added like towers into this game. I wonder if we can like teleport to it. All right, Tower Island. Wait, let's see if we can do some towers. Ooh, guys, this is like one of the brand new things in this update. Here, I'm gonna show you guys the patch notes, patch logs, whatever, real quick. All right, so guys, these are the patch notes. It says 2 new swords, which I think we have them. A new melee, which I think is the strongest Shinobi. We have the new infinite tower game mode, new leaderboard, new upgrade shop, new accessories, new titles, and way more. Well, that's a lot of stuff that they added, not gonna lie. But we have the new shop right here. All right, We have the Abyssal. Wait, you're telling me I spent Robux on this when I could have got it for free? Are you freaking kidding me, bro? There's no way. All right, we have infinite tower upgrades. So inside this tower, I guess you can unlock like health and stuff. Let's go in this tower and you need to be level 8,000. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to do a lot of grinding. I thought I was gonna be able to go to the tower. Freak, kind of sucks. All right, let's go to Snow Island. Let's get some levels with this new stuff that we got. All right, I'm gonna grab this quest right here. Let's test out this Abyssal Emperor. All right, we do 139,000 damage per hit. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we hit 1. All right, so now let's test out all the different abilities against one enemy. We should probably use it against the boss so we don't so we can actually test out the damage. All right, but anyways, we got this ability right here. And it does 229,000 damage. Obviously, I'm not max level, so it's gonna do way more damage if you're actually max level. But right now, this sword is looking pretty insane. All right, we have this ability right here, which does 400,000 damage. All right, remember, I'm not max level, so it's probably gonna do way more. But guys, I'm gonna test it out against all the other things that we bought to see which one's actually the strongest. But let's do this ability. 442,000 damage right there. Not too bad, not too shabby, not gonna lie. All right, let's pop this. This awakening's so fire, bro. You can't tell me this awakening is not clean. Oh my god, I didn't even see the damage numbers, bro. Like, the awakening is just too fire. All right, but yo, we've seen all that. All right, let's pull out this atomic sword. All right, let's hit this. Oh, though it does way less damage. It does like 29,000 less damage, which that's not too bad, but it could be better, not gonna lie. But let's pop this ability real quick. Let's see how much damage it does. All right, so this sword definitely does a little bit less damage than the Abyssal Empress sword. All right, so the Abyssal Empress sword is a stronger sword. The Shadow sword, the atomic sword, is a little bit weaker. Not too much weaker. I think it looks cooler because purple is my favorite color, but you know. Yo, real quick, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe right now because I make the best content in this whole freaking world. All right, but anyways, let's pop the awakening. Boom. Yo, this awakening is so fire, bro. It's so clean. It's so clean. All right. After we did all of that, I want to test out the melee. All right, let's test out the melee. Let's do equal stats so we can see like, all right, so we have 3,907. All right, let's do it was 3,997. So guys, we're going to put equal melee on our character just to see how strong the strongest Shinobi like melee attack actually is. Is it going to be stronger or weaker? So the M1s do more damage than both the swords actually. All right, so the M1s literally do more damage. That's pretty good. Let's try out the Z ability. Hopefully this does more damage as well. All right, so the Z ability did like 3 times more damage than their Z abilities, than the other swords. So far, the strongest Shinobi is literally stronger than the swords that we bought. All right, let's try this out. Oh my God. Yo. I think that was stronger. I'm not sure. Guys, let me know which one, like part of this pack is like the coolest. But anyways, let's buy this. That ability actually seemed a little bit weaker, but it seemed like it had multiple hits. I think we just killed him a little too fast. All right, let's pop this awakening. Let's see what happens. Yo, how much damage is it going to do? Yo, I didn't realize it. We dropped 2 meteors on him. Not 1, 2. Yo. All right, that's all the abilities that we have from this. Bro, that's actually pretty insane, bro. I want to try to get more levels, though. All right, let's pop. I wonder if these things are good for leveling up. Guys, if you guys want me to grind so that I can get like unlock the next area so we can get like the shadow, the tower, let me know. I will spend all night grinding so you guys can enjoy some tower content. Because right now, yeah, I'm literally leveling up. All right, leveling up is not too fun in this game because it's a bandit beater, bro. All right, but anyways, I wish it was like I wish this game had like a quest, auto quest picker upper. Bro, no, the Shinobi stuff is really good for leveling up. This actually might be the best thing in the game that I have for leveling up. Like, it's actually so insane. All right, how much damage do we do when I max out all my melee stats? Guys, we literally one-shot everything now. Like, this thing's insane. All right, yeah, we did planetary devastation, and we somehow killed no one or something. Do you not see your damage numbers with that? Bro, like, the Shinobi is so good for leveling up. It's so easy. Like, what? Bro, it's actually so easy. It doesn't even make sense. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Madara might be the best character in this game. Bro, there's no reason for me to use my flame fruit now. I literally have 2 swords that's better in it. And I have Madara as my melee style. Why would I... Yeah, I kind of have like a lot of abilities though, if you think about it. Like I have this ability and I have this ability. I can low-key do like a lot of things in this game now. Bro, like, look how strong that thing is. All right, but we did get one-shotted because I have 0 defense stats. But guys, let me know what you guys think about this pack that I just bought in today's video. Subscribe right now if you guys want to see some more Sailor Piece content. But anyways, praise Yahweh. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video.